very good morning to our beloved lecturer, Dr. Sharin, and all my friends. My name is Fong Xin Shi, and my market number is 263.93. So, do you ever heard about the Airwide International Company? Airwide produces a wide range of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning products. It was one of the primary suppliers of commercial and residential air conditioning systems in Europe, with an ever-expanding recognition in Asian markets too, like China, the Philippines, and India. What was happening in the Shanghai region? At a recent sales management meeting, the low productivity and sales inefficiency in Shanghai region become trouble for senior management. To keep things simple, the branch in the Shanghai region was losing customers to the competitors and experienced a dismal 2% growth in one quarter. The main problem was that they were not in tune with the wants and needs of their customers. Airwide has been relying on their own methods of selling in their relationship with their clients in order to sell their product. The difficulties of this, which the Shanghai region branch experienced firsthand, is that when the buyers change their methods or values, the sellers are forced to recompress if they wish to stay competitive. For example, one of the sales engineers for Airwide, Mr. Chan, had shared a story with Mr. Wei, the sales management manager of the Shanghai branch, which is a long-time customer of Airwide, had shifted to a competitor's product when a new manager of the buyer was in control. The old sales was always made because of the strong relationship between the Airwide International and the manager of the buying company. So when that manager left, the relationship and eventually the contract was gone too. To conclude, despite increasing incentives and training for the sales force, both new and old account sales were being lost to competitors. Airwide provided custom, energy efficient, heating, and cooling solutions to their customers. Even though the sales force was effectively building relationships and providing products at discounted prices, sales were still low. Thus, a final lesson that can be taken away from the different field sales is the idea that a customer is not longer just one person, but is moving in the direction of the whole company, making a democratic decision. Executives of buying companies are still making decisions on certain products, but it is also true that the process is becoming more democratic. The case describes this situation by seeing the customer as a school of fish. They are all traveling in the same direction, but it is a collective group, not just one individual. Salesperson must therefore tailor their selling strategies to persuade a multitude of people and not just one person. Besides, the failure of Airwide was also caused by the lacking of using internet resources to their full potential. The internet and social media outlets have become a primary tool for purchasing managers to get information and reviews about the products and services, but not incorporating these tools to maximize account acquisition and retention. Airwide was not reaching a significant portion of the market and allowing competitors to gain an advantage. While sales representatives were not using the internet and other new media sources in their sales strategy, it was both the inability of the sales team and upper management to effectively communicate within the company. Most companies today are realizing the power of the internet and social media. However, if a company is not able to maintain these lines of communication within the company, it can be very hard to even use these media sources to the company's advantage. The sales events disrupt are not an anomaly. They are symptoms of a more fundamental sales management problem. Along with the changes of the times, people concepts are changing. The decision making for purchasing had changed according to the customer needs, concerns, pain points, goals, and hot buttons. The customer may convert to a new supplier when they have new special products or a unique efficacy of a product. If we can't catch customer stock and requirements, we may be eliminated by the competitors or even by the market. Unfortunately, this is a common sales management puzzle that face all sales managers in different industries. Thus, knowing how to cope with them is an important part of being an excellent sales company. In my opinion, the world is constantly changing, and so businesses that buy air conditioning products are going to want the most innovative and creative product that is out there on the market. Now, I will pass to my friend, Mr. Tange Singh, to talk about why is Airwide losing its relevance.
Hi, I am Tangang Shen. My metric number is 263469. Today, the question that I'm to present is the product's composition of Airwide sales representative used to be a strong component of their success, and why it losing its relevance. Before we start it, I will share the story that shared by the we. The story is tell about the purchasing manager. His longtime friends have retired, and a new manager have been in place for about 6 months. In the past, decisions were made by his friends, the purchasing manager. He visited the new manager 3 times to develop the relationship and understand his needs and hot button, and also to point out the positive aspect of the business relationship already developed between the two companies. He admitted through that he was amazed by the new manager lack on familiarized with the Airwide product and the brand reputation. So after saying the story, we all can know that in period the Airwide sales is a strong representative component, but now is no. This is because the problem of human resource that happened in the company. The summary story is a manager who knew his works for 6 months and not familiarized with the product. This situation has affected the Airwide brand's reputation. A manager is a representative of the employee. When the manager could not perform well, and how the manager explains and sells the product to the customer. Due to the manager attitude, the company has received a good rate customer complaint, as a customer mentioned he lost a bid for 2 mid-sized chiller for a metal working factory. And next, the Airwide sales has decreased because the current trends or customer expectations have changed. The customer have their own individual needs, goals, concepts, and others. That of the function may influence the sales of Airwide. The company is also facing communication problem between the customer. They have not find the best way to follow the customer trends, and this is the matter why Airwide sales does not appear to be a strong representative component of the company. Thank you. I will pass to my friend Teo Hong Jun.
Thank you, Dangshan. I'm Hong Jun, number metric 263418. So I will continue the question 2. So the question is, What are the customers? They can let sensitive to a product benefit sell approach. According to the Mr. Wei, he thinks that maybe the sales leads are no longer so hot or they are not reaching the customer because they are not using the truth their competitors used to ask their questions, namely social medias and the internet. They are maybe plotting the same roof for leads. Well, the market is growing in different directions that did not reach the concern of the customers. In addition, they may be getting to the customers, especially the new ones, a bit too late. There are too many new businesses being launched. So much is happening, but the sales type are not able to keep pace with the marketing opportunity, and it's not their fault. Airwide must stay current with how customers make decisions and how they are communicating about what matters to them. The sales force has to notice. So for the next question is, are personal relationship losing their currency too? My answer is yes. There are various sales with who counterfeiters when they are trying to take the advantage of the relationship to get a business opportunity. They are so confident in winning the contract or continuing the business relationship because of their relationship with the account. However, in reality, their customer is not a single customer purchasing product solution initiated from the purchasing departments. The single entity we refer to as a customer really comprises several individuals and internal groups within the accounts, all moving in the same directions of purchase. For example, equipment decisions now involve other people and their need to consider various companies' goals in the selection of critical materials. So the examples is uh, each one in turns have their own individual needs, concerns, pain points, goals, and hot buttons. The market changes continuous with the time, so they need to keep pace with the market opportunity. They need to understand how to work harmoniously with the account with and improve each of the internal constituency, addressing their strategically to win the P. So I will pass to next presenter is our friend on share.
Good evening to Doctor and my fellow friend. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Ong Ichai and my metric number is 263541. Now I will continue to present the question number 3, that is, what do you anticipate will be the focus of Mrs. Capital talks? In your opinions, how is a market driven different with sales driven ones? What do you anticipate will be the focus of Mrs. Capital Talks? I anticipate Mrs. Capital Talk is more focused about the customer. Mrs. Capital description the customer like a school of fish and all of the fish swimming in the same direction. That means customers are not a single customer. For example, when the company provide a new product and the customer buy the new product, after using, they will share their using feedback to their friends or parents. Based on this, more customers know about our company product. That also means on doing the business, we need to understand how to work harmoniously within account. This concept called strategic account selling by Mrs. Capital. Mrs. Captain also realized purchasing decision not only make on price alone. So, Mrs. Captain more focused on communication with customer and stay current with how customer make decision and how they are communicating about what matter to them. Based on this, Mrs. Captain maintained the number of customer in Airwide and getting the new customer and can success in the marketplace to fight with other competitors. In my option, market-driven and sales-driven are different. Based on my opinion, the market-driven is focused on the long-term result and sustainability. Market-driven also accomplish the bigger picture goals and increase the number of the customer in the company. Based on the definition in my opinion, market-driven also learn more about target audience need, position product or service accordingly and generally encourage customer to buy. Market-driven also provides superior value and develop a lasting relationship with consumer so that they keeping coming back for more. So for an example, the company want to provide a new product. Before that, they need to do the market survey so that can know what the customer need and wants. So in the production, they can improve or added value into their product more near to fulfill the customer needs and wants. After that, when the product is launching in the market, the product can fight with the competitor product because the product is more near to fulfill the customer needs and wants. After buying the product, the customer will have the feedback to that product. So the customer will share the experience of using about this product to their family and parents. So that will attract more of the customer to buy our company product. This is what market driven want, that is focused on the long-term result and sustainability. So from the long term, the market of the company will become more and more. The customer of using our company product will become more and more. The sales driven target is to increase the individual sales. Based on definition in my opinion, sales-driven is try to convince customer to buy the product or service by emphasizing how it can help him or her. Sales-driven strong decide to close sales often company to low price or give buying incentive, which can result in short-term sales increase. For an example is salesman. They only provide their product to the customer and communication with the customer also want the customer to buy their product. When the customer buy their product, so they can make their personal sales increase and increase the personal sales, well, easy to them to hit the target sales. When they hit the target sales, they will get the bonus from the company or like some advantages from the company. So they are important on the personal sales only. Thank you for your watching. That's all from us. Thank you and goodbye.